Hey, I told you all the time, y'all wait team needed 30 for 30, bro. All y'all went to the league, man. What was that moment like for y'all? Was like, all right, we about to.
As soon as that foot, that second half,
As soon as I got the check, I don't go. I remember the next morning, man. They talking about fire. Everybody like, where's Jay? AJ, where you at? He said, I'm in Cali, brother. He said, you can have all that in my room. He was like, yeah, I left the keys in the door of my truck. The letter to you, boy. I would have got that truck down.
I was about to get that one more time, Jay.
You got one more year, we gonna win it. Hey, I told y'all the time, y'all wait till you get 30.
This current head coach has more regular season rushing yards.
This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the BYU Cougars and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I did catch up with Coach Sataki before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And run inside. It's Martin. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he told this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So
turning it on. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. Running inside, it's Martin. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Just feeds the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wide open downfield. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, BYU!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try the counter. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods of history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah.
Maybe a crease. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. He splits the uprights. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The Gators looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! What a catch in the end zone for 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So an 82-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Shakes off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job game tackling as this game goes on.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. It's complete to the right. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's just steamrolling the defense. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. BYU has this offense clicking. The run inside. It's Martin. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Picks up the first down. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Cougars! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fights off a defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Breaks the tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Quick strike complete. He smashes his way through again. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
maybe some room here. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. 2nd and inch is a really good time to take a shot. Running inside. It's Ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Jones wants to throw it. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Bringing it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bachmeier. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. A strike downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the counter. They'll just run the ball in the middle of the field and watch that clock continue to wind here late in the first half. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
One more play play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. BYU will try to put it deep to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Escapes the pressure to his right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Got enough for the first. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered to get to the football.
Tripped up for the tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Pocket breaking down. Working that left side. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Cougars! And that one will give him the lead.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end and coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And he runs runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Gators in the hurry up. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up with...
Breaks into the open. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Jones to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Snap in the shotgun. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bachmeier. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. Looking for room at the 25. Snags it, and there's running room. Finally, they get him out of bounds. Thought they were going to let him run until he got tired. I don't think he's tired. He's headed to the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
The sure hands. It's Casper. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. BYU with the 1st and 10. Rides the option, he keeps it. Oh no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. And I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cougars. Into the end zone for 6. The Cougars with the immediate response. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Jones wants to throw it. Got it. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Right on the money. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Gets the back moving. Going to look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The play action fake. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Did the work himself. He slides past the 1st down marker and picks it up on 4th.
And man, the fans were holding their breath. One possession game, a chance to continue to stay alive, and they just get it. How about the awareness? Nice job knowing where the first...
Caught all the way. Touchdown, Florida. The Gators answer right back.
Well, it's a great job getting the touchdown. Obviously, now you've got to go for 2. You got to dial up your best 2-point play to try to tie this thing with only seconds to go.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Jones to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And down he goes, and down goes for the moment. The chance to tie the game here in the 4th. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be aggressive.
And don't let that scare you, right? You've been executing offensively. You still got the lead, Jesse. No need to panic.
Yeah, and this is where your leaders on offense really have to step up. They got to keep everybody calm and make sure everyone's on the same page here on this drive.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. On the option. Could be an alley. 10. He is in. Touchdown, BYU.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Jones wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to...
He lobs one high down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season. Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And how about that for setting the tone early if you're the defense? First play of the game, they go pass, and you punish the quarterback. That sends a message loud and clear. You're going to be here all day.
And they're able to make the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds a man on the left. Spins away from one. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a
There's some room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Bachmeier. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The run inside. It's Martin. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quick release by the QB. Still running at the 40. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. On the run, it's Martin. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Finds his man. It's Martin. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, BYU! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
He's going to take off. Took care of it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Mensah. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Motion from the wideout. battles through the defense. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Behind the line, it's Phillips. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking left. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He wants to take the top off. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He'll try to do it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Looking to scramble. Rolling right and going deep. And he's got it inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. The 50. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense.
Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. And the defense got it.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's caught inside the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Mensah got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Trying to run, it's Brown. Makes a man miss. There's a crease. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Rushes on him, breaks loose. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Pulls it in, it's Bachmeier. Runs through him, and he might have some space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, it's a great job by the making up for what the front end of the...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 40. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougar! The extra point here would tie the game.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that, and we've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Under fire, trying to get away. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He'll pull it down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Here's Mensah to throw. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Works the middle.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Dances away to buy time. Lets it fly. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's...
Here's a little room there. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Run in the red zone. It's Martin. Just plowing ahead. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Touchdown, Cougar! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a
What's your record so far? So what's your record so far?
He'll bring it back from inside.
You said your first game?
And the returner will be dragged down.
Okay.
A lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15
5-1.
plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your
Or 6-1, I guess.
Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Open spaces. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. 1 play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Grabbed behind the line, it's Casper. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Finds the tight end. Quick step and go. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming.
Got a little grass. Pass attack. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Do what?
Did he just scorched that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed.
I know. I mean, I feel like I should be up a little bit more. I fumbled on the 1 yard line, which is dumb, but it is what it is.
He'll start the
I fumbled on the 1 yard line.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
Yeah, that's my quarterback there. I don't know. He was like that last year.
Makes a catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
He's just got caught in the break, in the cut.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter.
Yeah. One he threw right to me, like.
We've reached the break.
He threw across the body.
BYU is on top. We take a
I don't know
moment
if he
to look
pressed
at
the
the
wrong
stats
button
of
or
what
what.
has been a tight ball game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Powers through the defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella.
I agree, but it's. I feel like they took out a lot of the the BS shit. Like, if my corner is like 95 overall, and the other receiver's 78 overall, but he's 99 speed, it's like he'll lose every time. So I'm glad they fixed that. Oh my gosh.
Complete downfield.
I thought I baited you perfect. I just missed it.
Goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see.
Said I thought I baited you perfect. I just misplayed it.
Pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get into some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure...
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Touchdown, Miami. The Hurricanes back on top.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, I just felt like there was an underneath guy right there, just fucking stood there.
Putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense. Everything going their way, and you're right.
I agree.
In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now.
Yeah, you got to use the right stick. It took me like 3 games to like even get that. Wow.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what
well, yeah, I lobbed it up to you. I didn't mean to do that.
Touchdown, Canes. The defense takes matters into its own
I have no
hands.
idea. That's crazy.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Mensah. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
they just have.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. With the catch, it's Bachmeier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now...
And he's got room. Powers through. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, BYU. The Cougars with the immediate response.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here's Mensah to throw. Got it. Across the 25, he's got room. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field. But a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field. Play great defense all across the board.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do. Hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He gets it past the stick, slides to avoid the hit in the drive, stays alive with a fourth down conversion.
Man, yeah, you love to see that from your quarterback. You had to have it. This is a close football game, late in the game. He understands the situation, takes off, scrambles, makes sure he gets the first down, and we still got some more excitement to go.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a...
Let's go.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Can't get him to the ground. Got enough for the first. On the move is the 30. To running room. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's taking the deep shot. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's the reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese. the BYU Cougars and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulls it, fired, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Makes the grab. It's Phillips. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches, finding some room. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires quickly. Lowers those pads. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yards, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And this D's giving up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing third and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
Back's got it. Touchdown, BYU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Makes the grab. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Over the middle, it's Williams. There he goes. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Escapes the pressure going right. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The option look. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on.
Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun on third down, Carr. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it.
22.
Fourth down, Carr. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Red pass, it's complete. Got enough space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got...
Snags it and he's open. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
completion netted a big fat 0. They're looking at 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Unloads it left. That's reeled in. It's Casper. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back, 1st down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a 1st down. New set of downs, new set of problems.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The throw. Found a seam. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make plays.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the 1st half. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Marches ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cougars!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Throwing, Carr. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Now adjusting. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bachmeier. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Cougars will use their 1st timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes the catch. It's Bachmeier. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got his man on the right. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft.
Touchdown, Cougars! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give is to Williams. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. The Cougars will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Rides to back and leaves it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Play action, C.J. Carr. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Complete in the middle. Shakes a man and he might take off. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Gilbert. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. To the air, it's Carr. Williams open on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Throws to the wideout. It's caught.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. In the red area, it's Young. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Tries to get it himself. And they go for the sneak on second down, and nothing doing. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. One final play before the end of the quarter. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Martin. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners.
Makes the grab in their space. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Martin. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. It's complete on the right side. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up. And
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Picks up the 1st down. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Hand off from the shotgun. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolute shank. Missed it. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for once.
Looking for a man. It's Botmeyer. Stepping to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Soft spot in the middle. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. They'll run the sneak for it. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. Down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. The run inside. It's Williams. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. Carr. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fakes to grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A 1st down run in the red zone. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Iron! They get a score to take the lead here in the second overtime.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly where he had to get to get 6.
They're working that left side. Can't do it better than that. The two-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Here's a heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Floating away. Touchdown, Cougars. They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense. Going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Spits it out to the back. They got it. Ties the game and will play on in the third overtime. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. Looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And another answer. We're tied again, and let's keep playing, kids. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. Looking to throw, it's Carr. If he runs this back, this game's over. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. He's looking to throw. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this, this is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for room. It's Hill. Turning it on. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Here's more to throw. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first. Discards him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him. And a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and simmers. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks!
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the third and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but Still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Might have a chance. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the ground, it's Davison. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Past the 20. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moore with the play fake. He's got it on the move.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Unloads quickly. Makes the grab and room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. BYU right back to the line. Running inside. It's Martin. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Now on the option. Now the toss. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Down Moore. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, BYU. Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Hill. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's there to make the stop.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
In the gun on 3rd down. Moore fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Dante Moore. That's caught. It's hooked. There he goes. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Moore to the air. Under fire. He's got him. Knocked off his feet. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Using his legs, it's Martin. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so...
Snags it, and there's running room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On the option. Now the toss. Maybe a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, BYU! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball in the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. The run inside. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Punts it out of the air. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defend.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Looking for his man. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much.
Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal. Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. It's the BYU Cougars and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Martin. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll go with a direct snap. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Got a man, it's Lyons. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to make magic with his feet. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
When you have a quarterback that's this dynamic, you'd be stupid not to get him outside the pocket. Great job bootlegging to the right. Now I can throw the deep ball, I can throw some crossers, or I can run it and take off. It's really tough to defend. The defense did a good job, but I'm going to continue to do this and use his athletic ability to my advantage.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Flips it out on the screen. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Moving out to the right. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
He's definitely going to want that one back. Man, they put a nice drive together. That's the opening drive you want. Start driving the football down the field, having success, and then you just get just a little bit aggressive, a little bit greedy, making the throw, forcing it into coverage, and throwing the interception.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Catch is made at the 15. Makes a move. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep him covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Quickly out to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off play action. Quickly complete. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. BYU lines up quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Wants to throw, it's Bachmeier. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go to the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. On first down, it's Bothwell again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught by Williams on the right. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
From the gun, the running back has it. Could be an alley. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll go to the sneak. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Taylor wants to throw. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's going for the goal line. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Push ahead on the sneak. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And the offense will stay out there with a mere 3 ticks remaining here in the first half. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm. And I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Taylor wants to throw it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Throws to the tight end. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Into the open.